I'm now really happy with the camera, but that was just an incredible afternoon out. Good afternoon and welcome to another video. Now, I had plans today to go up to the coast and try and photograph and film some wading birds, but late last night I got a text off one of my friends up here, Neil McIntyre, who has a fantastic crested tit setup up here on the Rothamurkis, and he sent me a message saying he's had a cancellation and would I like to jump in. Needless to say, I grabbed the opportunity with both hands and I've come out this afternoon to hopefully find and photograph some crested tits. Now, I've been fortunate enough to photograph at Neil's site the crested tits quite a few times now over the years, but I always come in with a certain image in mind, and the conditions don't always allow for it. So today is no different. The forecast is looking good, and at the moment it's looking like there's a very good chance I'm going to get that image if the crested tits play ball. So we'll talk a little bit more about that later on in the video, but for now I'm going to get myself set up and I'll explain exactly how it all works. So this is amazing. I've just left the camera to come and talk to you guys, but I've set myself up with a nice low perch, and it's quite small in the frame. And what's happening is the cresties are coming down to it, and I'm able to get low and get all of this heather in the foreground and throw that background right out of focus. And as you can probably see, every now and again the sun comes out and it gives all of the pine needles in the background a nice yellow glow. So yeah, I've already definitely got an image I'm happy with today. Right, back to it. So now that I've managed to get a couple of portrait images with a nice soft light coming from behind, I've decided that I'd like to try and get a bit more of a wide image where the crested tit is smaller in the frame. I've seen Neil do these kind of shots before, and they look really nice. So I'm just having a little look around. At the moment we've got some lovely light and it's glowing up all these pine needles, so it'd be nice to find a branch that kind of can include that. But of course I don't want it to be too distracting that we lose the cresty within the composition. So I'm just trying to find the right kind of perch for the job, and I'm thinking the whole time about the light as well, because it's changing so quickly in this forest. So what's 1 minute in the sun, the next minute is in the shade. So just trying to find myself a nice composition, and when I do I'll show you what I'm thinking. But this is stunning. Still got about an hour until I want to try for my backlit shots, and when it comes to that I'll explain what I'm trying to you guys. But for now, let's try and get an environmental image. Okay, so I think I may have found a branch that I like. It's got a nice bend in it, and if I can get the crested tit landing around there, that'd be brilliant. Obviously there's no guarantees with this, it's wildlife, but if you see behind me, there's this one just here, and it's got all the pine needles lighting up with the backlight, and I think it would make for quite a cool image if it works. So I'm going to try and set up for that now, and hopefully we get the cresties coming in. I've got it. I'm absolutely thrilled with that. Do you know, I'm not going to lie to you guys, I was getting a bit frustrated, and I kept having to remind myself that that's just not why I do wildlife photography. You know, it's not always about getting the image, but in situations like this where you've got the light, you can see the composition, you've got the equipment, and all you need is a subject to play ball, it's so hard not to get frustrated. And it's back. I'll pop the image up on the screen now for you guys to see. You might not like it, the bird is extremely small in the frame, but that's what I was after. And I reckon I've still got about 15 minutes before I need to set up for the shot I mentioned at the start of the video. So stay tuned for that, and I'll talk you through that image in a moment. But get in. This is what wildlife photography is all about. So what image am I hoping for today, other than the ones I've captured already? Well, I've already touched upon the fact that I like shooting backlit. And the cresty has just landed exactly where I want it to in about 10-15 minutes time. So what we've got this evening is some lovely golden light, and as that falls down below the forest and the light comes through all of these branches in the background, it'll form these nice golden, hopefully bokeh balls, and I'm hoping I can get a nice silhouette of a cresty with the crest up with some nice bokeh balls behind. And if I'm really lucky, I'll be able to frame the cresty inside one of those balls. That's the shot I've got in mind, but hey, this is wildlife photography, and it doesn't always go to plan. So what I'm doing at the moment is I'm just scouting out a few different perches where there's enough gap in the branches that the light can come through, but not too much gap that we're going to get big hot spots. The other thing, of course, is that you want the perch to be small enough that it complements the profile of the bird. If the perch is too big, sometimes the cresty, the shape can get lost within that. So I probably sound like I'm being a little bit too needy, but I've got the shot in mind, and why not give it a go? So I'm thinking I'm going to set up on this perch here, and as the light falls through those trees there, if I get low enough, obviously you're seeing this on the phone, but if I get low enough, I should be able to get some bokeh balls through there. There's a cresty waiting for me to move. Look, can you see it? Wow. Here we go. So this is what I was after. Just a nice backlit image of a crested tit showing off the crest. And this is really good fun. Getting a bit frustrated with the camera, but I can cover that off in another video. But for now, about to run out of battery, so I'm going to go grab another battery and keep shooting, and I'll come back to you soon. Well, hopefully you can see me all right. I've just stopped for a minute just to do another piece to camera to say I think I got some shots that I'm really happy with. So anything that comes from now, in fact, when I got that smaller in the frame shot, anything that came after that was a bonus. But I definitely just got one, and I was trying to frame it in a nice hot spot, and I think I may have got it. So that was awesome. Now we've got some nice shades of pink and blues coming through the back. So I'm going to stick it out till it's almost too dark to photograph, and hopefully we get a couple more images. But this is turning into an incredible session. Well, the light is almost gone now, and even though the cresties are still here, I think I'm going to quit whilst I'm well ahead. I've got some shots here. Yeah, these are definitely my best crested tit shots, and I'm really excited to share them with you guys. So I'll put a few up at the end of the video like always, and let me know what you think. I appreciate it's not to everybody's cup of tea, the silhouette stuff, but I think when you're photographing something as distinctive as a crested tit, it lends itself quite nicely for that. And yeah, doesn't really matter because I'm happy. I want to give a massive shout out to Neil, top bloke, fantastic photographer, and the time and effort he puts into not only this site but all of the places where he works is just second to none. And if you're heading up to the Cairngorms and you want to come and photograph crested tits, just get in touch with Neil. I'll put a link to his website in the description. Drop him a message. He'll be more than happy to help accommodate you. And if you want to join me next year in February, where we'll come out together and work on some of these shots, drop me an email. I've got 12 spaces each year available for my Cairngorms tour. They do go quick, so if you are interested, just let me know and I'll get you down for that. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to me. So if you could hit the subscribe button, it really does help out. And for now, I'm going to go, and I'll see you all on the next one.